Good evening and welcome to Bizworld. I'm Adrian Seet. The government does not rule out the possibility that the enforcement of the minimum wage will have an impact on the country's inflation rate. Economy Minister Rafizi said the government had carried out the necessary assessment of the matter before deciding to enforce it.
As a government, we have to strike a balance, and the balance is making sure that kita ada gradual increase in salary, sebahagiannya melalui gaji minimum. Kita berharap sebahagiannya juga melalui dasar gaji progresif yang kita akan bentangkan nanti.
He added the government will ensure that the increase in the wage rate would help balance the salary and the cost of living. The inflation rate eased to 2.8% in May, and the government is hopeful to keep inflation at a healthy level of around 2%. The minimum wage order for the entire country was gazetted on April last year for implementation starting May 1st, 2022, while the enforcement of the 1,500 ringgit minimum wage for micro businesses took effect on July 1st this year. Data from the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, saw the weakening of the ringgit reaching an unprecedented low if seen from its real effective exchange rate, or REA. The Malaysian Rating Corps noted a fragile ringgit could mean that exports from Malaysia are now cheaper relative to history and to its peers. However, it also implies that imports are increasingly more expensive, affecting both businesses and consumers. As such, while a weaker ringgit is said to be an automatic stabilizer, since it theoretically raises the value of exports, it exacerbates imported inflation at a time when inflation is a global and local concern, especially since inflation is significantly driven by cost-push pressures and is affecting the country's rising cost of living. A comprehensive solution that is holistic and collaborative is vital to effectively navigate the complexities of the global energy transition, ET. Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB CEO Datuk Baharudin said in today's electricity industry, it is vital to adopt a perspective that encompasses both cross-sector and cross-country considerations. The approach enables TNB to optimize resources, capitalize on economies of scale, and effectively manage the substantial capital expenditure involved that will facilitate informed decision-making for a sustainable and efficient ET. He added that many expect a rapid and complete transition to renewable energy, but the reality is more complex and challenging. Between 2018 and 2050, TNB would require up to 450 billion ringgit of capital expenditure to pursue its responsible energy transition agenda for Malaysia. The long-awaited reform of the country's healthcare system via a national healthcare insurance scheme is likely to be back on the table, assuming a market-friendly outcome of the state elections. Kenanga Research said time is running out for an overhaul of the healthcare system, with public hospitals overflowing with patients and long waiting lines at the emergency wards. Private healthcare providers will be amongst the gainers of the potential introduction of a national healthcare insurance scheme, as a revamped healthcare insurance system could lead to better overall healthcare services, lower out-of-pocket spending, reduced waiting time, and an increased access to modern medicines and technology. Moreover, it would also allow for new treatments, drugs, and therapies to be made available for patients at government hospitals. The glove industry's overall utilization rates will remain below break-even levels due to a weaker global demand. According to Public Invest, this is despite steps by glove players to slash their capabilities of decommissioning outdated facilities. The research firm said losses should persist on the back of pricing pressure from China, muted demands, as well as elevated electricity and labour costs. Recent results by the glove players suggest that the sector is still not out of the woods. Kosan and Top Glove remained in the red, while Harta Lega provided and reported a 96% drop in core net profits. All the players are running at a low utilization rate, around 50% or below, due to a prolonged gloves oversupply situation. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld this time around. I'm Adrian Seet. Thanks for investing your time with us, and stay tuned.